marks the exact spot where Louis XVI body was found. We are passing the Madeleine Church on the way to the Chapel of Expiation, and actually it's worth stopping for a moment. It looks like a Greek temple in the middle of Paris. Very unusual, like to see these massive doors.
Madeleine Church connects three chapters of French history. After Marie Antoinette was guillotined in 1793, she was first buried in the Madeleine Cemetery, just a short distance from here. The revolution halted construction of the church we see today, before Napoleon transformed the unfinished project into a temple to the glory of his army. And Napoleon is still inside. Look at the enormous fresco above the altar. Among saints, rulers and historical figures are Dante, Michelangelo, Joan of Arc and Napoleon himself.
We are now going to see the place where Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI bodies were found. This chapel was built on the grounds of the former Madeleine Cemetery, and this is where Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI were brought after being guillotined. So we enter the chapel through this courtyard, and on both sides they have the cenotaphs, the symbolic tombs for the Swiss guards massacred at the Tuileries in August 1792, when a mob stormed the palace and killed the men who had been protecting the royal family. The white rose bushes planted along the central path, they're actually not decorative. The specific variety originally cultivated by Marie Antoinette at Versailles. The chapel has two stages of Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI. This one is Marie Antoinette, and she's kneeling before a figure representing religion, into whose hands she places herself. And the face of religion, the veiled woman beside her, it was modeled on the cast of Madame Elizabeth, her sister-in-law, who was executed the following year in 1794 for the sole reason of being the king's sister. And engraved on a pedestal is her last letter, written to Madame Elizabeth in the hours before her execution on October 16, 1793. So she wrote it at 4 in the morning, and she said that she died in peace, and she said she forgave her enemies and those who had condemned her, and she asked Elizabeth to look after her children. But this letter was never delivered. It was intercepted by the public prosecutor and kept in the archives. And Madame Elizabeth never knew it existed. She was executed 8 months later without even reading it. On another side of the chapel is the statue of Louis XVI, supported by an angel ascending toward heaven. And what is engraved on the pedestal is his last will and testament written before his execution. And he wrote it in the night before he died. He forgave his enemies, he expressed hope for his children, and he asked that his death not be used as a pretext for revenge. He was 38 years old. Also going to see the crypt, which is just downstairs. So this black marble altar, it's in the shape of a tomb. It marks the exact spot where Louis XVI body was found. This is the precise point in the ground.
It's one of those places in Paris you could easily walk past without realizing what happened here. There are no crowds like at Versailles, no grand royal tombs, just a remarkably quiet memorial hidden behind the streets of modern Paris. And maybe that contrast is what stays with you most. For two people who once lived at the very center of one of Europe's most powerful courts, their final chapter began in a place almost designed to make them disappear.